That's what friends are for. The time, that time, I'll be on your side forever, Lord and Lord. That's what friends are for. 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 You can count on me. Yeah, you can count. You can count on me. So for sure. Yeah, for sure. Count on me.
Pick up your copy of The Son of Man Speaks magazine today. With The Son of Man Speaks magazine, you'll receive automotive tips, wholesome recipes, financial advice, and most importantly, a true understanding of the Word of God. Get your copy of The Son of Man Speaks from these select locations. Sisters, Braid 2, 18070 Mount Elliott, the Shell Gas Station, 13110 West 7 Mile Road. To get a subscription, call 601-786-9788. That's 601-786-9788. The Son of Man Speaks magazine, dedicated to becoming free indeed.
Attention, brothers and sisters, viewers and listeners, now available. Your Son of Man Speaks magazine digital subscription. Your digital subscription to the Son of Man Speaks magazine will also include our monthly e-newsletter, both delivered to your inbox. If you have any questions regarding the digital magazine subscription or digital newsletter, you may send an email to shabazprinting@thenewnationofislam.com. That's shabazprinting@thenewnationofislam.com. Or call 1-601-786-9788. That's 1-601-786-9788. You can also subscribe online. Visit www.thenewnationofislam.com and click on the magazine tab to register for your online subscription. The Son of Man is now airing on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Rumble, Boxcast, and YouTube. Follow the Son of Man on your favorite social media platform.
Tithes and offerings belong to the Lord. There are various ways that you can give to the New Nation of Islam. Before donating, the Son of Man would like you to first visit our website, thenewnationofislam.com, to view the progress page so you're clear on what you're supporting. Donations can be made on that same website from the Donate tab, or visit www.unityandrebuildingfund.com. To use GoFundMe, search Tithes and Offerings, the Son of Man. Donations can also be mailed to Muhammad's Temple at 5306 Red Lick Road, Norman, Mississippi 39096. For questions or more information, feel free to contact Accountant James Muhammad at 601-786-1636. Thank you for your charitable contributions in support of the New Nation of Islam.
Show you the way to go.
to invite you to help support the efforts of the Unity and Rebuilding Fund. Visit the website at www.unityandrebuildingfund.com. That's www.unityandrebuildingfund.com. We often hear how we need to work together and rebuild the city, and we're actually doing it. You can make online donations and click on links to track the progress of the Unity and Rebuilding Fund. And for more information, 313-868-0000 is a local number. Again, 313-868-0000. Support the Unity and Rebuilding Fund.
Year-Around Landscaping has been serving Metro Detroit for over 20 years, offering various landscaping, lawn care, property maintenance, and home renovations. Our professionalism has earned us an outstanding reputation, while our creativity, integrity, and dependability have kept our clients returning and referring us to others. At Year-Round Landscaping, we prioritize quality customer service. We treat every client as our only client before, during, and after providing our services. We believe in building solid relationships with our clients and ensuring their satisfaction. Whether you need a complete outdoor makeover, indoor renovation, or routine maintenance, we have the expertise and resources to deliver outstanding results. Our team is committed to providing exceptional service and completing every project to the highest standard. To schedule an estimate or consultation, please call us at 248-843-6139 or visit our website at yearroundlandscaping.net.
Year-Around Landscaping. One source, unlimited resources.
For elite carpet, floor, and upholstery cleaning, call Supreme Steam Cleaning. For pressure washing on your house and driveway, call Supreme Steam Cleaning. Flooding in your house or building? Supreme Steam Cleaning's got you covered with our emergency water extraction services. Transform the rooms in your home with floor installation, repairs, and more. Give us a call today at 601-720-5138. That's 601-720-5138. Visit our website, www.supremesteamclean.com, and follow us on social media at Supreme Steam Cleaning. When you need an elite team, call Supreme.
I just used your other one though today because it did 2 drips and I was like, oh, I can use my umbrella. My homegirl was talking about me. I'm like, don't talk about me.
With our umbrellas, our customers are turning a drab day into a fab day. After all, representation matters. In other words, rain or shine, we've got you covered. Introducing Designs by Deej, your one-stop gift shop for all things handmade and unique. Our products range from our most popular umbrellas, blanket and pillow sets, handmade coasters, and other statement pieces that showcase the beauty of our melanin and natural hair in a beautiful and empowering way. You can find our brand at the sister shop locations in New Jersey and Atlanta, Georgia, or you can visit our website, www.designsbydeej.com. Again, that's www.designsbydeej.com.
SOS Graphic Design provides agency-quality professional graphic design services from established companies to startups and individuals, creating a simple logo to complete rebranding and delivering visual communication with print media. Everything SOS Graphic Design does has a single unifying objective: to set your business apart. We are at your service. Call 313-342-2166. That's 313-342-2166 or online at www.sosgraphicdesigns.com.
Are your clothes coming apart at the seams? Universal Seamstress and Tailoring has got you covered. At Universal Seamstress and Tailoring, we specialize in a wide variety of alterations and transformations to make and keep your clothes looking and fitting their best. From hem jobs to downsizing suits and dresses for a perfect fit to replacing zippers and buttons, Universal Seamstress and Tailoring is your one-stop shop for clothing maintenance. Also, do you have a logo for your clothes you'd like to wear? Universal Seamstress and Tailoring can put it there. That's right. At Universal Seamstress and Tailoring, we not only do alterations, but embroidery as well. Shirts, pants, coats, hats, even bags. If you can wear it, we can embroider it. So remember, whether it be alterations or embroidering you need, Universal Seamstress and Tailoring has got you covered. Universal Seamstress and Tailoring is located at 1404 Main Street, Fayette, Mississippi. Come and see us or give us a call at 601-786-0540.
At Sisters Braid 2, whether you walk into our Detroit, Michigan location or our brand new salon in Fayette, Mississippi, you'll experience the same warm hospitality, exceptional hair braiding, hair care, and dedication to your crown. For over 16 years, we perfected the craft of hair braiding and natural hair care, specializing in knotless braids, box braids, cornrows, lock maintenance, and more. And because we care about your scalp's health, we offer a soothing apple cider vinegar rinse for clients with sensitivities or those who simply want that extra touch of care. At Sisters Braid 2, we go beyond braiding. Nourish your hair with our premium treatments and all natural hair care products from Sister Shea Laboratories, because healthy hair is beautiful hair. And while you're here, treat yourself to our manicure and pedicure services for an all-around upscale salon experience. Every Sisters Braid 2 salon is a safe, clean, and comfortable environment, complete with complimentary Wi-Fi and a vibe that feels like home. Our appointment-only policy means no waiting, no crowds, just undivided attention for you. Because your time, comfort, and hair health are our top priorities. Visit us on the web at sistersbraid2.com or call us in Detroit at 313-826-0498 and in Fayette, Mississippi, 601-809-9111. And remember, Sisters Braid 2.
Having car troubles? No sweat. Just give us a call at University of Islam's Automotive Facility. Since 2000, UOI Automotive have been serving the community, providing reliable service and maintenance to keep your vehicle up and running. At UOI Automotive, not only do we provide general maintenance such as oil changes, tire rotations, brake services, and engine tune-ups, but we also conduct repairs done right the first time, so you can drive with confidence. Much like us, our vehicles also need care. So don't wait until it's too late. Schedule an appointment today. You can contact us at 601-786-0066, or you can come visit us at 202 Metro Everest Boulevard.
You need a survey if you want to buy property. It's important to know that you're getting from the seller what is actually being offered. Buying property is based upon its size in most cases. Stay tuned for more tips from CAPS LLC. Please visit us on the web at www.capsllconline.com. Let us put on our thinking caps to serve your land development needs.
Support has arrived. Here at iDoctor, we repair phones, tablets, computers, and much more. We also install security systems, mount TVs, and provide IT support. Here at iDoctor, we prioritize quick and reliable service, which is why we designed an app just for you. Call MyTech. CMT is an all-in-one app to contact and schedule appointments with trusted technicians from iDoctor. And the best part? We even come to you. Simply enter the address of where you want your device repaired, provide us with a few details about your device and what issues you're experiencing with it, and let us take care of the rest. You can also visit our website to schedule a repair at www.idocdevicerepair.com. There's too much going on in this day and time for your device not to be functioning properly. So contact iDoctor and let us bring light to your device.
Farmers are becoming more and more reliant on technology. As our Ethan Tuttle shows us, that's not just on the ground, but in the air as well.
Drones, and more drones. All this flying in preparation for what's coming next.
Well, today we're having a certified drone training for to prep people to take the FAA certification exam.
Southern's Dr. LaShonda Hodges says it's a great opportunity for students to get hands-on before the big test.
Well, in the ag industry, you can have so many different applications.
It's changing quickly.
Antonio Dyson Jr. is a student in the ag department. He says seeing the technological advancements in recent years has him excited for a career where he can utilize this high-flying equipment.
Excitement is the word because time is money. Now it's being cut down very short as far as the computer and the technology that's being brought to us.
Southern is working on educating more students on drone flight and coordination with Alcorn State University.
It has a 360 zoom with the camera zoom 360.
Professor Azali Muhammad is the drone director at ASU. He says both programs are coming together to help bridge a gap between aging farmers and the next generation, one that's grown up with tech at their fingertips.
Farmers are getting older, and it's hard to get the younger generation to get into farming. So me and Dr. Anderson come with the idea, we inject advanced technology into drones, and we're inviting more people to come to drones to be used in agriculture.
Muhammad says the research and development isn't slowing down anytime soon. Features these drones have can enable students to map land, track elevation change, and even help save crops.
Each year, the advanced technology comes more AI they inject into the drones, the more we can get the drones to do.
Ethan Tuttle, WAFB 9 News.
So that agricultural drone market is truly massive. According to Fortune Business Insights, it's projected to reach nearly $24 billion in value by 2032. We'll be right back.
For more information, call Azali Muhammad at 225-229-1788.
This February, something powerful is happening. The New Nation of Islam invites you to a divine gathering of faith, family, and truth. Savior's Day 2026. Behold, I make all things new. This means a whole new world. Join us for an uplifting conference featuring the keynote address by the Son of Man, leader and teacher of the New Nation of Islam. Experience inspiration, feel unity, receive life-changing truth. Sunday, February 22nd, 2026, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5306 Red Lick Road, Norman, Mississippi. All are welcome. Dress modestly. Come be renewed. Come be united. Come be inspired. Reserve your seat today at thenewnationofislam.com. For more information, call 313-868-0000. Savior's Day 2026. A whole new world is waiting for you.
Brothers and sisters, are you tired of reading the Holy Scriptures and not really understanding what you've read? And if you're reasonably sure, have you ever tested what you feel you know with someone who have a different view than your own? Let's talk with one another. Let's reason with one another. on a scriptural discussion with the Son of Man. Broadcasting live each and every day on the newnationofislam.com and YouTube. Sunday, 11 a.m. Central, 12 noon Eastern Time. Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Join us on Saturday at 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern Time for a congregational prayer service. You can also listen via conference call at 601-909-9135. The access code is 968-280. That's 601-909-9135. The access code is 968-280. For additional streaming options or to report a technical issue, call area code 601-786-1888. That's 601-786-1888. And now, a scriptural discussion with the Son of Man.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, the Truthful, and the Most Just, I greet all of you once again who are hungry and thirsty for the true understanding of the Word of God, which is truth, both natural and spiritual truth. I greet you all with the greeting words of peace. May Allah's Salam Alaikum. We are so soon. Well, let's get, I want their undivided attention. So let's get that out the way.
And it's Wendy Kirkland again. And she says,
yes, Wendy, what is it?
She typed a whole bunch of stuff here, sir. She says,
look, you know, Wendy, I don't write me no book. Now, just get to the point. You don't need to go through no bunch of 369. Just what is the question that you want to ask me?
She says, receive Jesus as your God. Jesus.
Look, we tried your way before. When we received Jesus and we received lynching and we received every kind of inhumane treatment that could be put on people in the name of receiving Jesus. So well, I'm through with that. Now, if you love Jesus so much, what you doing in here listening to me? If you think Jesus is your salvation, you should not be in here. Jesus said, my sheep hear my voice, and they follow me. And a stranger will they not follow, but will flee from him, for they know not the voice of strangers. Now, if you don't believe Jesus is connected to me, then what you in here for? You see, you white people, if I listen to you, me and you both would go down. Because you already doomed. I'm the only thing standing between you and damnation, eternal damnation right now. I'm the only thing standing between you and that. You got a religion that you made up to might accept Jesus. Where have y'all ever accepted the teachings of Jesus? When? Jesus said, love your neighbor as yourself. When have you ever loved your neighbor as yourself? Look at you. You getting guns for your neighbor. Is that love? No, you know, I'm sick of hypocrisy. You're just a hypocrite. And you hide behind thinking that you can just print a bunch of stuff. So you ain't got to say nothing. That don't work in no just court. You got to face the people that you talking to. You got to face the people that you accusing. I'm ready to face you.
She's still typing, sir.
Typing what?
She says, "Do you believe God came down and spoke to Moses?"
I don't want to hear it from you. I already answered all them questions for you before. You just being redundant. Now you better quit before I throw you in hell. Now let me help all of y'all out. This is a serious message I got this evening. Very serious. You heard that Hosanna, I'm serious as a heart attack. This is one of them kind of messages. So pay good attention. White people, you better pay attention. Black people, you better pay attention. How many of y'all know, heard the name Fred Hampton before? Do you know who Fred Hampton was? Huh? He was one of the leaders of the Black Panthers. Do you remember what happened to him? What happened to him? He was murdered. You don't say assassinated. Oh, no. There wasn't no assassination. John F. Kennedy was murdered. Assassination is just a soft way of saying it. You understand me? They murdered that poor man. And when they murdered him, they didn't know they were sentencing 59,000 young American men to their death. Whatever the cost was in Vietnam, in lives, American lives, if John F. Kennedy had been president, that wouldn't have happened because he wasn't going to be over there. Now that answers the question, can one man make a difference? Now I want to, like Fred Hampton. Many say he was the victim of white people. But what he truly was the victim of ignorance. You know what they say about and I don't mean this in a derogatory sense. What's bound up in the bosom of a child? What tells you when someone is on a child's level? They do something that a mature mind would warn them against. Do you understand? Okay. I want you to remember that, you know, when I was 22, I think Fred Hampton was what, 22 when he got killed? Give us what his age was.
21.
21. He was a year younger than I was when I accepted Islam. A 21-year-old young man. And you know, young men, they quick to fight. Old man for counsel, young man for war. Do you understand? It don't take much to get a young man angry enough to just go to war with you. Do you understand? Physically. Young man, why do you think the military is full of? I was 19, had my 19th birthday when I was in Vietnam. Young men are not. What is the root word of infantry? What? What's the root word of it? Infant. What is an infant?
I mean, you can tell a young man to go and do something, and he'll do it because you told him to. He won't even ask you why. And when I was in the Marine Corps, that's one of the main things that they taught us. Yours is not to reason why. Yours is but to do or die, trying to obey us. Do you understand? And so you wasn't, did you see Crimson Tide? We out here to defend democracy, not to practice it. Did you hear what he said? He said, no, this ain't no democracy. The military is not a democracy. The military is a dictatorship. I had to grow up to learn how these things really work. See, now they listening to me talking to y'all like this. Do you think they let me keep on saying stuff like this if it wasn't true? Not only do they know that I understand what I'm saying, I can prove what I'm saying. I just proved it. You can't. The captain asked you to tell you, go and take that hill and kill everything that you see it moving. You don't say why. You say, sir, take the hill and kill everything that's moving. Aye, sir. And you go on and you go do it. And in your mind, you think you're right. You think you're serving your country. Because the kingdom of heaven allowed violence. Go, subdue the earth, and have dominion over everything that creepeth upon the face of it. I know. Is that not condoning it? All right, then. So if God said it's okay, who are you to say it ain't? Do you see my point? So the devil, he knew he had that to do. He went forth conquering, and for the sole purpose to conquer. That's what he was ordered to do. I didn't hear you. Who wants to talk to me? Unmute.
Caller, you're unmuted.
Yeah. What's happening, caller?
Yes, sir. How are you doing today, son?
I'm doing good. And yourself?
I'm doing well, sir. I love your presentation you put together, sir. I find a lot of truth in it.
Okay, well, you shouldn't stop me just to tell me that. I ain't like these other fellas always. They always want you to praise
yes, sir.
them and all that.
I have a question,
Okay,
sir.
what's your question, bro?
Yes, sir. I have a question.
Okay.
Yes. Is there any do you have a badge or any credentials that shows you're the Son of Man, sir?
Have you ever known any prophet that had a badge or credentials telling you that they was what they claimed to be?
Well, the scripture states that Elijah Muhammad prepared the way for his messenger, and the messenger is supposed to be the Son of Man, and the Son of Man is supposed to be the messenger of the covenant. So aren't you supposed to be preaching the message to the Abrahamic covenant, sir?
You should have waited around to see where I was headed with this before you start making judgments whether I was teaching the covenant or not. So you just keep listening.
Oh, I see, sir.
You don't.
Oh, did you?
You
break the
you
seven
sitting
seals,
up out
the
there.
22 chapters of Revelation.
You sitting up out there trying to judge me, and that ain't gonna work. So now, if you don't want to hear what I got to say, go on and open up you a program, open up you a website, and you can give it right now. Give your website to where people can hear you.
Well, I thought Joshua was supposed to be the Son of Man. In Exodus,
Well, yeah, you thought. See,
talks about
that's where
Joshua.
you messed up there. Now, if you know so much about the covenant, Solomon warned you about thinking on your own. He said, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own thoughts. That's what Solomon.
Solomon is supposed to be the son of man.
No. All of the messengers of God were a part of me. All of them. That's why I'm standing up here speaking with all of them's words, because all of them brought a part of what I'm teaching. Just like you, if you graduated from grade school. Now I'm just taking this little time with you because I'm trying to show you that you're on the wrong path. Now I'm not gonna let you tie up too much of my time with this foolishness. Now everything that comes out of your mouth is the result of 1st through 12th grade. If you went through the school system of this world, then when you speaking, all your teachers are speaking through you. And so all of the prophets are speaking through me. So now if you don't believe it, that's fine. But I'm gonna get back to this. Y'all ain't gonna stop me from delivering this message. Now that ain't gonna happen. I told you I had an important message. Now all of a sudden you got a bunch of questions, right? Why?
Well, my last question, sir.
No, that was your last question. Now, you can hang. What did you say? What did he say? All right. Okay.
Patience.
What did you say?
And Islam. I said you're the fake son of man. You represent.
Okay, well, I tell you what, you sit in hell until you come back in here and apologize to me. I mean. Okay, brother.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. It was another phone thing there. Okay, now what?
Oh, Wendy Kirkland's still here typing, and she's asking.
Wendy, you can go on, ma'am. I already told you I'm not going to accept what you talking about with Jesus. Now, when you know what Jesus said, he said, if you enter into any city or house and they're not willing to receive you, he didn't say stay around there and try to force them. He said, leave and shake the dust of that place off of your feet. Now, what you need to be doing is brushing them keys off of your typewriter from where you typed your way into here, because I wouldn't receive you. And I'm not here to be taught by none of y'all. So don't even try to teach me. I'm not here to be taught by you. Am I clear? You can question me all you want, but I'm not here to be tested by you. Do you understand? You ain't got no test to give me. How you gonna test me on the scripture and I'm the only one who understands them? So you going about your business. Now I want you to understand that let me see here. Let's see, where was them interviews at? I got a lot of things here that you need to see. So give me a minute. That ain't it. Let's go to the next. That's not it. Go to the next one. I think this is it here. Now, I want you to look. I'm gonna try to get y'all out of here in a reasonable hour, because we all got to do some things. Got some things to do tomorrow. So just bear with me.
His black brothers and sisters have suffered down the years. He has been even more bitter about America's Jews. But even though many Americans, black and white, perceive him as a racist, this leader of the Nation of Islam, with his million-man march last October, made himself a force to be reckoned with. In person, this rather private man can come across as earnest and reasonable in professing his desire for a true reconciliation between the races and religions in America. But almost everything he says has been drowned out by the current controversy over his recent meetings in the Middle East with enemies of the United States. Tomorrow, Minister Farrakhan embarks on a nationwide tour to explain his motives for that trip and to blunt the criticism that has led the Justice Department to investigate whether he must now register as a foreign agent.
For me to register as a foreign agent is to give America control over what I say. And that's what America wants, is control over what I say. In the foreign agent law, you can't influence public opinion. That's my business, to influence public opinion.
Now, I want you to understand something. That's why they put him out there. They already was controlling what he was saying. The reason you didn't never see the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was because they didn't want what he was saying out there. do you understand? I mean, I see things and hear things that don't nobody see and hear but me. Sometimes I tell you about it. Sometimes I don't. It just depends on what it is and how it may affect you, or it may not really be that crucial. But he's sitting there on 60 Minutes thinking that they don't control his speech. Do you see irony? Do you see something there? Something that don't make sense there? If they want to control you, they ain't gonna put you on there. Do you understand? Unless they can, like Donahue. Does God speak to you, Minister Farrakhan? Does God talk to you? Say, no, of course not. But then you don't have no special stuff. And I don't have then, do you? Now, what kind of thing is that for the devil to say to somebody who's claiming to represent God? Come in here and tell me I ain't got no special stuff. I'll show you what I got. Man, come in here and ask me about an ID for the Son of Man. Did you hear that?
Especially when liars are deceiving the American people. So no, I will never register as a foreign agent because I'm not that.
Farrakhan says he does not worry about what the government thinks at his traveling to Tehran, where he spoke to millions of Iranians celebrating the 17th anniversary of the Islamic Revolution, an uprising that led to the taking of the U.S. hostage.
Now, I'll show you something that you can never say and be taken as a serious leader. And that is that you don't care what the ruler of a house that you in thinks about where you go or whatnot. The messenger said, I could get in Russia today. He said, but I respect the American government and I will not go to their enemy seeking help. I don't need them. Do you see something kind of polarized there from somebody who say they following the messenger? I'm not going to, I don't get into this what you call people talking about you because they're jealous of you and all that kind of stuff, like people do me. I ain't jealous of Minister Farrakhan. I'm not envious of any of these people. But they lack the knowledge that is necessary to do what they claim they want to do. Farrakhan even said he wasn't really after independence. On Donahue. See, your memory ain't long as John was in the army, but mine is long. That's the only way you can be a just judge, is you got to have a good memory. If you don't have a good memory, how you gonna make judgments? Because all you judging on is past deeds, past words, past actions. So, like I tell you, what did I tell you to do when I throw somebody out for a comment they made or whatever? What did I tell you to do with it?
Keep a record.
I told you to put it in the record, didn't I?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You see? Got to keep records of how people acted. This is our record that speaks against you with truth. Surely we wrote what you did. Yeah. So listen.
Or about his much publicized visit to Baghdad to confer with Iraq's Saddam Hussein. On his return home to Chicago in February, he would explain himself only to his brothers and sisters in the Nation of Islam.
My job was to get up quickly and get out of America and connect the Nation of Islam and Black America to Africa, to the Middle East.
How's it his job to how could I stand up here and say my job is to connect you to the people over in the East, and I can't even connect you to the people here? You have not become united here as a people. And in the frame of mind that y'all better hear me, in the frame of mind that most of us is in now, the people in Africa and nowhere else won't be bothered with us. That's a harsh thing to say, ain't it? You don't even want to be bothered with you. That's why there's so few people sitting in there. Look how quickly, after all them 43 years, when the messenger wasn't here no more, look how quickly they threw it all away. After all that bluster, all that, we will fight to the death to hold on what he has gained for us. That ain't fought to nothing. Call him a liar. And call his teacher a con man. A con man taught me how to fast. A con man taught me how to eat to live. A con man taught me how to respect you, sister. But the Jesus people taught us to make pimps out of brothers and whores out of sisters. You Jesus people. At least the lie you tell about you believe in Jesus. I beg Jesus' pardon. Because you sure ain't Jesus people. But you know what I was meaning. So now he talking about his job was to go and connect the Nation of Islam. How's it a Nation of Islam if God ain't at the head of it? Now just tell me that. I'm through with it. Abraham looked for a city whose builder and maker was not Elijah, not the God of this world.
who warned of the Lord God of all coming. He looked for a new Jerusalem, a new city that would be built and made by God himself. The messenger said, ain't nobody coming behind me but God. I better tell you that. Did he say Farrakhan? See, y'all like to play Islam. You know, that's what people, when I was a little boy, I used to play house. You know, we play teacher. We play all that. But I knew I was playing. I didn't believe I was no teacher. Do you understand? I mean, really. You know, these people playing Islam. They know that's not Islam. It's their Islam. Come on, what I look like walking up you? You praying 5 times a day? That ain't none of my business. Well, surely my prayers, my sacrifices, my life and my death is all for Allah, not for you. My prayers help me. So you the prayer sheriff now? You like that one? I mean, Islam is freedom, man. Freedom. There ain't no such thing as a Muslim that don't pray. The only one they fooling is themselves. If you ain't praying, you ain't no Muslim. And whatever you doing, it's gonna go back up. It's gonna come out eventually. It's gonna come out. So if you don't keep up prayer, I did teach you to do that. So if you don't want to do it, well, we used to say, ain't no skin off my nose. Okay, right on. But I know you're not gonna be with me much longer. So the living and the dead can't stay together. You get a dead body. I don't care how you loved them. You let them lay in their bed, I ain't gonna take them out. When they get through stinking, you'll take them out of there. I guarantee you'll take them out of there. People that don't keep up prayer, their attitude stinks. Nothing ever right, as far as they concerned. The only thing that ain't right is them. I'm just telling you. You know, when you do when you keep your duty, you keep up prayer. You remember the pillars and act on them. You'd be surprised how peaceful your life gets. Yeah. But anyway, now I want you to hear this.
And to the Muslim world. That was why I had to go.
And one of the first places he went to was Libya, where he received a warm welcome from Muammar Gaddafi. The Libyan news agency, JANA, reported Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi saying the following: "Our confrontation with America used to be like confronting a fortress from outside. Today we have found a loophole to enter the fortress from within." You are a loophole for Muammar Gaddafi, who you say offered you $1 billion, who has in the past given you $5 million?
Well, he offered me more than $1 billion. He offered me the wealth of the nation of Libya behind the nation of Islam.
You were a loophole for Muammar Gaddafi.
Now, if Gaddafi offered him the wealth of Libya to get us to all rise up against this government, but when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was trying to borrow some money, and he said, I'll give you 10% interest. That was, do you know what 10% interest on something was back in the 70s? That was highway robbery. Oh, why didn't Gaddafi and all of them step up? So let me understand something, man. You will put your wealth behind me to get my people to go to war against the United States. But you won't put no wealth behind us to build up the new nation of Islam or the nation of Islam, to build homes and hospitals and schools and businesses. You won't put your wealth behind that. But you'll put it behind us shedding blood and having our blood shed. And you call yourself my friend? You know, the one thing that the white man told the truth about was when he called us, even when we got 50 and 60, 70 years old, he still called us boy. And he called you girl. And if you got real old, he would start calling you uncle and auntie, making fun of you. Because you didn't know that you truly is spiritually, in a metaphoric way, you are his uncle and his aunt. Because Yaqub was a black man, one of our brothers. And when your brother had produced children, then you're the uncle of those children. And you're the aunt of those children. Do you understand? You thought I didn't know all these things? I know this stuff. It's all coming back now. What you gonna do when I wake up completely? But anyway, so he didn't know that ain't no friend of yours offering you all that money to get you to go and get your people to commit suicide. Anybody that try to get you to go pick up guns and go to war against America or any other people, they ain't your friend. Let me show you something here. This brings us to this fellow named Paul, the Pope Minister Farrakhan. He didn't know because he thought that was a gesture of friendship. He forgot what the messenger said about Malcolm. He said, here this man telling you to arm yourself against the most well-armed nation on the earth. That's suicide teaching. I tell you what, bro. A lion is a strong creature, ain't he? Now, and you, man, is the one who takes dominion over the lion. Huh? But now, what if you think that because you are a man, that you can meet the lion on the lion's terms? He ain't got no weapon. You need to put your weapon down. you and him go at it. All the lion need is some toothpicks.
don't you know you can't match no lion pound for pound? No. You can't face him on his terms. What you think is meant in the Holy Quran when it says repel evil with what is better than that? I'm at war now, but I'm at war with weapons that I control. I control the Holy Bible, and I control the Holy Quran. If you don't believe it, how come ain't nobody in here trying to match wits with me with the scriptures? Unmute them, brother.
Caller, you're unmuted.
They wasn't expecting it that fast.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum salam.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Yeah. Oh, yes, sir. I was checking out on your broadcast. You represent the Nation of Islam and America, correct?
I represent the new nation of Islam, and I'm the Lord of everybody on the planet Earth. Now, what is it that you want to ask me?
Oh, I was wondering, why do you have the Nation of Islam flag and the American flags, brother?
Why did you
on your broadcast?
Why did you say to me when you came in here, Assalamu alaikum? You did that as a gesture of respect, didn't you?
Yes, sir. So
well, I put their flag.
both
I
nations.
put their flag up here as a gesture of respect because I want them to respect mine.
Oh, well, I mean,
Okay, that's enough.
it don't really make
No,
mistakes, son of
you
man.
mixed up yourself. I didn't mix you up. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us that we should respect their flag. That's what he said.
We should respect the devil's flag.
Yes. He told us that we
So
should.
respect the devils that's been beating us, lynching us,
That ain't got
killing us,
nothing to do with
murdering
it.
us,
That ain't got
genociding
nothing to
us
do
for
with
400 years
that
plus.
ain't got nothing to do with respecting his flag.
So respect the devils that's been beating our nation.
The Japanese got a flag up at the UN in America, and the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. But at the UN,
I understand that.
well, no, you don't understand it because you just trying to carry on
We shouldn't
something
be
that
playing
don't
both
make no
sides,
sense.
sir.
Look, you go on. I
It
don't
does
want
make
you.
sense. We shouldn't be
If
playing
you
both
don't
sides.
want me,
Islam and America.
understand something, boy. I don't want you if you don't want me. So now you go on.
I mean, I don't want
Bye.
people that straddling the fence.
He's out. Okay. People think I'm up here begging for followers. Man, I ain't caring about you if you don't want me. I work too hard for y'all to be standing up here begging you. Hell, I ain't gonna beg nobody. Gone. The messenger said he hope I won't miss throwing you over in the middle of hell. And I mean that. When I run you away from me, I'm through explaining to you. Explain to yourself. I'm through trying to teach somebody who don't want to hear what I got to say. All right. Now, where was we at? Beg pardon? Yeah, you repel evil with goodness. You don't repel evil with evil. It's like firemen running around with a truck full of matches. He go fight this fire by adding some more fire too. Yeah, it'll eventually burn out, but it was gonna do that anyway. You got to put water on it. Do you understand? Here, a man asked me why I'm respecting the American flag. And when I tell him, you notice he got dumbfounded?
because he discovered right quick that his way of thinking is wrong. But he didn't want to accept that. And whenever you show somebody right, and you can tell when they know it, you can tell just as good that he saw the logic in that. But he wanted to ignore it. And once he did that, me and him through talking. So, you know, they seem to think that I'm here to beg for followers. You're going to be begging me for it's over with. You know, just like I told you, one of these days, you're going to find that I'm going to be the only one talking. You in that day now. I also told you one day you're going to learn to be afraid of me. And you in that day. So let them keep on. What you going to do when all I have to do is speak a word and it's going to happen? What you going to do then? You say, I believe now, huh? It'll be too late. Belief ain't going to help you then. Because the mind that'll be addressing you, it ain't going to have nothing to do with emotionalism. It ain't going to have nothing to do with hating you or loving you. It's going to be strictly rewarding you for what you deserve. And everybody going to get justice. Do you hear me? Okay. You know, they saw me once and vexed me so much that I was turned to be their enemy. But this time, it won't be no baby. I was a baby the first time when I achieved perfection. There ain't gonna be no baby this second time. No. So now, you heard Minister Farrakhan tell the man that Gaddafi offered him the wealth of Libya to get us to rise up against, on the inside of America, against it. And he kept on talking to him. I'd have said thanks, but no thanks. And he would have never heard from me no more. Do you understand? You think I don't know when somebody trying to get me to kill myself? Okay. Now I want you to hear this fella. His name is, according to the tape here, is Paul Birdsong. Remember Cindy Birdsong? I wonder if you know, I said, that's the, how often do you hear somebody named Birdsong? That's a unique name, isn't it? But anyway, I'm not going to connect him to her, but it did cross my mind. But now I want you to listen to this man. I'm going to let you hear him twice.
No ICE agent ever run up on me. I guarantee you they won't. I'll put a hole in it.
Now he's acknowledging that he ain't really from here. He's not one of us. Do you understand? Or why would an ICE agent be coming up to him? Do you see my point? Okay, but the point is, he does have a dark look, a dark skin, you know, but as I told you, just because somebody look like you don't mean that that's you. Do you understand? You know, Abraham was told by Allah, he said, my covenant is not with the wrongdoers of your seed. Now, do you understand? So I want you to listen to it. Oh, by the way, if it's some of you have children or whatnot, he uses a few profane words. But I mean, you live in a world where profanity is a second language. You hear me? I mean, just people just got nasty mouths. Do you understand? You know, and generally when it gets to the real raw stuff, that's somebody trying to get an effect that ain't as powerful as they wish they was. So they try to impress you with their command of their second language. You know. Anyway, when you're dealing with people like this fella, he uses a lot of profanity. You know, you can tell he uses a lot of profanity, but people in this world do that. You know, when I was in the military, I mean, that was like I said, a second language. You know, you just every other word was, some profane thing, and that's done purposely in the military. It is to put you on the base level, on the level of what they call uncivilized. War is an uncivilized action. Murder is an uncivilized action. You can't put civilized people out there and order them to go kill folks. You need a savage. do you understand? So he know how to make a savage out of you. And so, but anyway.
Chest the size of a window. Safe line repair, safe line replace. That's what's gonna happen. They touch me. Unarmed woman was killed by ICE. If you think you about to come and brutalize the people while we're standing here, fuck around and find out. Our interactions with the police and ICE, and we hold them accountable. We hold them accountable. We patrol the community and we hold them accountable. The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, we're the same Panther Party from back in the day, but we're a little more aggressive now, you dig? Carry bigger guns and we don't take no shit. Places where there are a lot of immigrants at, I think that the community around them needs to take special care to them and needs to start escorting them to and from everywhere to make sure that they're safe. Because them ICE agents ain't gonna act like that if it's a bunch of people standing outside with assault rifles and shotguns. It's a semi-automatic shotgun. That means them shotgun shells that shoot out of a pump, they shoot them rapidly. If you are gonna legally arm yourself with something bigger than what they got. Those who serve in the public, they should be fearful of the public. They should be fearful that the public is going to be dissatisfied with their job that they're doing, not feeling like they're tyrants, not feeling like they're bullies because they got guns and body armor and walkie-talkies. That makes them immune to whatever the people would do. I think you want to correct the ideology of the pig and the mentality of the slave catcher. You meet them with equal force. All power to the motherfucking people. No power to the pig.
Now he's talking pretty fast. That's another what you call tale. You know, people that truly believe in what they are doing, they are deliberate in their speaking. You know, talking fast is more to incite a certain reaction in people. You know, I want you to, you notice people come in here to talk to me. I have to tell them something. Hey, slow your roll, man. Slow down. I need to hear what you're saying. You know, a con never makes sense if you think over it. A con. That's why they have to talk fast. Do you understand? Because if they slow down, you got time to analyze what's being said. You can't analyze what you couldn't hear. Y'all understand me? So whenever someone is speaking to you and talking fast, that's a warning sign to you. Do you understand? Okay. a reasonable mind, it's just like, what did your parents tell you about when you sit down to eat? Chew your food and stop rushing. Is that right? Because that's a bad habit. You're going to mess around there and mess up your insides. Just swallowing stuff without chewing it. You don't swallow nothing that somebody say without thinking about it. And make sure that it makes sense. When he saw that what he asked me, my answer made sense, he didn't like that. Do you understand? Which told me all I needed to know. The man don't love the truth. He don't want the truth. And I don't want him. If you don't want the truth, I don't want you. Now you just remember that. I ain't passing no collection plate. I'm not buck dancing. Now listen to him. I'm gonna slow him down. I'm gonna slow his roll. Just a moment. We're gonna slow it down so you can hear him. And the man just selling wolf tickets. That's all.
No ICE agent ever run up on me. I guarantee you they won't. I'll put a hole in their chest the size of a window. Safe line repair, safe line replace. That's what's gonna happen. They touch me. Unarmed woman was killed by ICE. If you think you about to come and brutalize the people while we're standing here, fuck around and find out. Our interactions with the police and ICE, and we hold them accountable. We hold them accountable. We patrol the community and we hold them accountable. The Black Panther Party from Self-Defense, we're the same Panther Party from back in the day, but we're a little more aggressive now, you dig? Carry bigger guns and we don't take no shit. Places where there are a lot of immigrants at, I think that the community around them needs to take special care to them and needs to start escorting them to and from everywhere to make sure that they're safe. Because them ICE agents ain't going to act like that if it's a bunch of people.
Now, you know, if you let people who are what you call under the color of authority, if you let them provoke you to justify their violation of their own laws, then they succeeded in what they wanted to do. Do you understand? Because the minute you go and pick up the guns that they will sell you, certain guns they won't sell you. Now, just understand, somebody go buy a bigger gun. Do you think that man is so stupid he would sell you a gun that's better and more dangerous and lethal than his? Are you that crazy? But as long as you think like a child, let me clue you in on something. Turn to the book of Luke. You think the word of God don't cover none of this stuff. You don't know nothing about God's word. Turn to Luke, the 14th chapter. Now, before I go to that, I want you to turn to Matthew, the 11th chapter. Now I'm gonna cut to the chase because it's getting late, but we got a little over 40 minutes left.
It says, the 11th verse, verily I say unto you, now this is Jesus talking. He said, among them that are born of women, there hath not risen a greater than John the Baptist. Notwithstanding, he that is the least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. Huh? And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence. The kingdom of heaven allowed violence. When he told them to go and subdue the earth and have dominion, that's violence. Huh? The kingdom of heaven suffered that. Allowed it to happen. What you think an eye for an eye is? Tooth for a tooth. A life for a life. Huh? They're saying, okay. Somebody kill you, trying to kill you, kill them. I didn't hear you. The kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take it. How did they get to America? They took it by force. And, I mean, bows and arrows can't match muskets and balls. Huh? Okay. And so it says, the kingdom of heaven says, from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven experienced violence, and the violent take it by force. For all the prophets and the law prophesied until John. And if you will receive it, this which I am teaching you is Elias, which was for to come. That's why the messenger told you what you read of Jesus. He said that was really himself. He told you that. Jesus told them he was Elias, and Elias told them when he was here, told us he was Jesus. Do you understand the words that he was speaking? And so now let's understand that now the kingdom of heaven been suffering violence all the way up to what's the biggest bomb they got now? The hydrogen? Oh, what they got now? What's the biggest one, brother? Any of y'all know?
Yes, sir. Hydrogen.
The hydrogen bomb. I mean, man, that's violent, huh? And they cracked it open and figured out a way to get it. Is that right? The kingdom of heaven suffered it, huh? He gave them the Lord created the mind that's in them and blessed them and told them to be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. Huh? Teach everybody on the planet. Now, who ain't got a bomb? Everybody got bombs threatening each other. Ain't that something? Okay. Why? Because now it's time to grow up. You think that a bomb will bring peace to you? What happened after you dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Did it bring peace? Or did it create a rush to produce bombs? Violence don't beget peace. Violence begets violence. That's from a child, you know that. What y'all doing out there fighting? He hit me first. And then when we would grow up, what did the gangsters teach you? The same thing childhood taught you but on a different level. It says, boss, they so and so they killed one of our men. Hit them back. Hit them back.
Same thing. They kept hitting each other. Do you understand? Violence don't produce peace. Peace produces peace. I mean, that's the one thing they showed you in The Godfather. A man kill a man. He said, well, get his sons too. We don't want nobody coming back taking revenge. Is that right? And they go and kill the old man's line. And that still don't stop nothing. You can't murder your way into paradise. When you understand that paradise is perfect peace, the only way you can gain perfect peace is through that which guides you to perfect peace. That's the Holy Scriptures. That's the paradise. That's what I'm here to teach you. You know, the man, he didn't like the fact that I booed him out and whatnot. But he knew why. He knew why I put him out of here. Because I told him while I was doing it. No, I'm not going to keep going back and forth with you about what's right. I told you the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us to respect everybody. How can you claim you respect everybody if you disrespect their flag? Regardless of who it is. You want them to respect yours. Well, then you get respect by giving respect. But he don't want that. He thinks he wants to go to war. You hear what I say? He thinks he wants to go to war against white people. We didn't make white people so that they could lose a war against you. We gave them that. Yeah. You ain't never gonna win that kind of war against him. In the first place, you get tired of killing. He don't. You get squeamish a little bit, lose, almost pass out from looking at blood squirting out of somebody you care about. He stand up there and eat a sandwich while he watching it. And it don't bother him. You remember Patton? Did you see Patton? He was standing out there looking at all them bodies and them blowed up tanks and stuff. And he said, God help me, I love it. He love it. He know he shouldn't, but he does. That's why he said, God help me. I love this. And that George C. Scott, he played that role perfectly. When he was saying Patton was they had took him out because he was talking too much. he was talking about what they need to do to the Russians and all of that. And he said, I said, I would tell him, you need to shut up. And he said, well, you know me. He said, I don't mean no harm. He was in a conversation with his valet, and he said, God is not going to let me go through this war and not get in it. He's not gonna. And he was serious. He knew that his calling was for war. Do you understand? And whenever he got in it, he got in it to win it. And so, I look at the things that some people see the evil of, and I see the power of God. You see, you know, I mean, you know, you may not like the rattlesnake, but you got to admit, that's a bad little fella. And he, you know, he tried to stay out your way, but if you mess around there and get too close to him, you're gonna see why he's a tough little fella. Do you understand? So, you know, I'm in awe of the creation. You know, and when something creates awe in you, it creates respect. I used to be outside, I'd step on the bugs and whatnot. And I don't even do that no more. I'm out there and spider out there crawling around on the walkway. I leave him alone. He outside. Life should be respected. But anyway, I mean, I ain't saying you done did nothing wrong if you kill a spider. I was just simply saying that that's my personal thing. Is I try to remember that life is not something that you just snuff out without thinking about it. You see, little creature wasn't bothering me, so why should I? You know. Anyway, now let's get to these people that think that they need to go fight wars. Now, go to the 14th chapter. The 25th verse. Are we still in the conference room? Can you hear me in there? I just saw this phone blink.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, and there went great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them, if any man come to me and hate not the ways of his father and mother and wife and children and his brethren and sisters, yeah, and his own old way of life also, he can't be my disciple. See how I straightened that out for you? All right. All right. So be thankful unto him and bless his name. So it's written, and whoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. What is the cross a sign of? I didn't hear you. Death. So you know how a lot of time when you die to something, you give it up. Whoever doth not bear his cross. I can't stand to get that up. Well, you can't bear your cross then. I didn't hear you. Paul said, I die daily. Meaning what? I got to give up stuff that I used to do. I got to give it up in order to follow the teachings that Allah have laid out here. So it says, and whoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. For which of you, listen good now, which of you intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost of it, whether he have sufficient to finish it? Why? Look how Jesus talking now. Jesus knows something about carpentry, didn't he? And he said, lest haply, after ye have laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold him, all the people who look at him, began to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. Huh? That shows that you wasn't up to what you was doing if you didn't have sense enough to know whether or not you had enough to finish what you started. Huh? Now, this is the part that, remember, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence. He let that happen. Now, look at what Jesus said about that. Or what king, what ruler, going to make war against another ruler, against another king, sitteth not down first and consulteth whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000, or else while the other one is yet a great ways off, he sendeth an ambassage, an ambassador, and desireth conditions of peace. Why? Because he got sense enough to know you don't go to war against somebody when you don't stand a chance of winning. Now, did I leave the scriptures? Remember the man coming in and talking about what that got to do with the scriptures? Well, you look like talking about going and getting a gun. If you armed every black man in America to go to war against the United States, they would probably die laughing at you. How you gonna meet him in war? You ain't got no Air Force. You ain't got no Navy. You ain't got no Marine Corps. You certainly don't have no planes to go flying nowhere, dropping bombs on nobody. And not to mention a hospital and some doctors and people that's gonna perform MASH, mobile hospitals while you out there in the field. You don't just fight a war. You got to have a backup in the way of people who, when you get wounded, somebody got to take care of them people. But guess where you gonna go? You're gonna call the very people that you have at war against and say, one of us is hit over here. We need to. Do you know how silly that sounds for you to be talking about going to war? What do you know about war? Where's your boot camp at? Do you know why it's called boot camp? Do you know why boot camp is called boot camp? You can't just go out and start fighting a war. You got to be programmed. What do you do to your computer when you're trying to program it? I'm sorry. I don't mean no harm. But I'm trying to show you how dumb we are. What if Allah wasn't guiding me? People like that fella would be leading you to your suicide. You don't, look, I will give my life for my people if I have to. But I don't see no point in giving my life in a war that I can't win. That's stupid. a fool and his valuables. You know what the most valuable thing you got is your life. And if you fool enough to listen to the wrong person, you soon ain't gonna have no life. You can admire Fred Hampton all you want, but Fred Hampton should have listened to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. But he listened to the wrong people. And it cost him his life. You know, he talking about he had walk.
Excuse me, sir.
And sleep? Yes.
Look like you dropped out of the conference room.
Yeah, I know. I told you I had to check it. Brother, you told me I was in there.
You were still in there then. It just happened.
Okay, well, I'm gonna call back. See how Allah makes me know things?
Hello. Please enter your 6-digit conference code. Welcome to VAST Conference. We will now connect you to your call. There are 47 attendees in this conference.
Right on. Now, you know, it's not that I don't, you know, I don't just know things at will, but I know things that I need to know. Allah will whisper it to me. See, remember I asked them a little while ago, was I still in? See, they meant to drop it when that phone blinked before. See, you have to be observant. I'm on my post. I'm walking my post in a perfect manner, keeping always on the alert, observing everything that takes place within my sight or hearing. Not walking around here and don't pay attention to what's going on around me. So anyway, I mean, bloodbath coming. I know that. But you ain't got to get involved in it. You hear me? Don't you pick up no gun. You know what's meant by he that live by the sword shall perish by the sword? What is the purpose of a sword? The purpose of a sword is the laws that govern its use. If you live by the laws of the sword, you're going to perish by them laws when you meet somebody that's better at it than you. And you just remember, the sword, don't care who using it. The same with the gun. Jesse James, he was tough. Got shot in the back while he was hanging curtains. Look, man, the best way to deal with violence is don't deal in it, and you ain't got to worry about it. Do you understand? Okay. Now, so when you hear these sick people that wouldn't take the lesson, trying to get you to go and do something that's insane, and it's insane on your part to think that you're going to go and pick up a gun or buy a gun, and then you're going to go to war against police, and you're going to go to war against ICE, and you're going to go to war. You have lost your mind. They know how many bullets they sold you. They can just wait till you run out. I mean, really? What do you think? Oh man. Anyway, yes. Yeah, I mean, Look, man, when you at war, you don't sleep. Somebody got to be on guard. I mean, everybody in the military know when it's time for guard duty. When it's your turn, you relieve the man that's on post. Everybody ain't never sleep. You talking about you want to go to war and you don't even know the rules of war. If you think something about war is fair, you better go back and listen again. All is fair, as they say in love and war. If you don't know the game, don't get involved. You know, the devil, he knows the rules of the game of war. He made them. Do you understand? What you think? Let me show you. What you think sport and play is? The life of this world, the wisdom of this world is only an idle sport and play acting. That's where they show you their wisdom. All these clashes that you see between teams, the team that does not violate the rules and is able to, by their obedience to rules and their what you call performance on that field of play, that's who wins. Okay, they even made rules in war called the Geneva Convention. You don't torture the prisoners. They are required to give you their name, rank, and service number. Now, that's what they tell you. You see? And everybody don't live up to it. But there are rules. You see, and that comes from the Holy Quran. Once you take a person a prisoner, they ain't fighting you no more. You done took them off the board. Huh? This is like a chess piece or checkers. When you take the other person's piece, they can't use that no more. It's gone. You don't even worry about that one because it's out the way. Prison camp. I remember I was looking at Patton, and he, to him, it wasn't really about what people thought, because he pulled up to a prison camp and saw Germans standing around in the prison camp, and they were looking raggedy, and some of them was officers, many of them was officers, and he called the highest ranking officer of them and fussed him out. Said, look at these men. These are soldiers. And I don't want to come here and see this no more. In so many words. And the German officer saluted him and got his men's morale back up. It is not manly to strip another man of his dignity. Men don't do that. War is one thing. Matter of fact, most of them that's fighting, they don't even know what they're fighting about. Not really. They know what they were told, this is your enemy. Go do this to them. But the fact of the matter is, soldiers should respect each other. And generally they do. Because they know that man is He don't even know him, so how could he be the enemy? Do you understand? So no, I don't subscribe to what you call gangster rules. You know, I need to know what I'm doing and why. If I don't know, then you better tell me, because I can't just take part in something that I don't know who's right and who's not. I need to know what right is. That's what I will defend. You see, and that's the bottom line. And if you know you right, you don't object to the person that you going against having a forum with you. You see, I don't mind people coming in here having a forum with me. But once I show them, if one thing, you know what the messenger said about his teachings? He said, if one word that I'm teaching is a lie, then it's all a lie. That's because Islam is like math. Don't you know that if you start in math and you may say 10 times 9 is 90, plus 11 is 102, plus 12 is 113 or 14. That problem is wrong. Everything was wrong from the time you said 90 plus 11 is 102. Do you understand? The whole equation is wrong. Do you understand? That's what the messenger was telling us. He said, messengers of God don't lie. And they don't teach mistakes. Do you understand? He may make a mistake in the way he says a thing, but he's not teaching a mistake. He made a mistake in his language, and that can be corrected. If you understand what I'm saying. Haven't you ever spoke and you made a mistake and went back and corrected yourself? It wasn't that you didn't know what you was talking about. So likewise. So these people, they come in here and I show them that the first thing they came at me with was a mistake. That should tell them that God ain't guiding them. Because I shouldn't have had to tell him why I got both these flags up here. No. I mean, you've looked at this world and its way ever since you've been in the world, and you didn't get that lesson. You see that out on the football gridiron. You see that in the boxing ring. Before men start fighting, they shake hands. They touch gloves. Then they go and fight. It's not like you think. There are rules to it. These people been competing with each other for conquering. I'm not here to conquer. I'm more than a conqueror. Because a conqueror, once he finishes overpowering that which he conquers, he ain't nothing else he can do with it. That's what the Joker said on Batman that time. That fella that played the joke, he said, I don't have no plan. He said, I'm my dog chasing the car. Wouldn't know what to do with it if I caught it. And I'm chaos. That's what he told the fellow who became Two-Face. And that's what conquering is. The conqueror, all he knows is to take charge of it. Now, what he gonna do with it after he take charge of it, he don't know. He don't know nothing really to do but what he already been doing. Building civilizations that rise and fall. That's all. I'm not building something that's going to fall. And I'm not here to conquer. I'm here to convert. I just want your reasonable obedience. I don't want your fearful obedience. I want your reasonable obedience. When you meet somebody who's better guided than you, when you meet someone who has better understanding than you, intelligence, to me, dictates you should submit to that person. What can I say? I mean, I've actually, I think I've been that way all my life. I was never ashamed to let somebody guide me that knew better than I did. That just made sense to me. These people look for somebody that don't know no more than they do and get off behind them. And they get behind them. They tell them, you can do what you want behind me. Yeah. And where has that got you? White folks, you've been doing your thing and doing your thing, doing your thing. Where did it get you? Right where you at right now. Your civilization is crumbling. Come in here and tell me it's not. Do you see how far you done fell? If you don't know, go back and look at some of the movies that you used to put on and Leave It to Beaver, the sitcoms and stuff, My Three Sons and all of that. You put some on there, an image of yourself out there that was so wholesome and upright, and now look at you. You just nasty in yourself right on off the earth. That's right. So, it's 10 o'clock. So I'm going, what is it, son?
Yes, sir. You wanted to be reminded about something. Also, got some people here that's been waiting. You want to
well, I done taught on that thing.
Yes,
so what is it that they want to ask me?
The first person is Cyrus, and he says, no one can teach the Son of Man. He is self-taught. All we can do is question. That's it. That's all.
That's it. That's right. I mean, tell me something. You know, GM got in trouble with the Seville Cadillac. You know why they got in trouble? Because the Seville Cadillac, when it first came out, had a Chevy motor in it. So it wasn't no Seville, it was a Chevy. And somebody told on them. You know why you can't teach me? It's because I got a whole mind and you got a half of one. I'm a new man. I'm the only new man on this planet. Well, Cyrus he ain't telling no lie. The only thing you can do with me is question me. But as far as teaching me, you ain't got nothing to teach me. Your world is in a shambles. I'm the only one bringing something new in. And I know that. You got people still trying to live their life like Jesus did 2,000 years ago, or like Muhammad did 1,400 years ago. These people ain't walking forward. They walking forward, looking back, and then you wondering why they bumping into stuff. You got to look where you going. But they don't know where they're going. So they have to go back and, like a old, you know how old folks do when they get real old and can't hardly move no more. Well, I remember when I used to. That's all he do is talk about what he used to. Because what? He can't do nothing no more. No. I'm not looking back for my life. My life is in front of me. My future is unlimited. Because my mind is unlimited. Yeah. Go.
Yeah, so the next person is, this is a new person, Pro Jesus TGB Apologetics. And he says, Jesus is God.
And you said that, well, if that's the case, what you in here for? You see, you don't believe that yourself. That's what people say. Yeah. That's equivalent to saying yeah. Do you understand? Because he ain't said nothing. I told him Jesus was God before he told me. All of the messengers were gods. That ain't no news. Let me show you something here. This is in Exodus, the 7th chapter. See, these boys, and that's what I call them, boys. They don't know what the scriptures say. All they know is what the white man said. Do you understand? And the white man, he just tell them anything. The cow jumped over the moon, and cows can't jump, but they made a nursery rhyme with the cow jumping over the moon. Huh? Yeah. That's just another way of saying that when Moses was amongst them, they went back to worshiping the calf rather than the God who made the sun, moon, star, and the calf and all of them things. Huh? They put the cow over the moon. But anyway, as it says, and the Lord said unto Moses, see, I have made thee a God to Pharaoh. How come you don't ever say Moses was God? You hypocrite. Okay, who's next?
The next person is MH, and he says, peace, son of man.
And unto you be peace.
I have a few simple questions. Number one, when did you start the NNOI?
In 1975. What was the next one?
Number two, how long have you been online?
Since what, 2004?
It was 06.
2006?
Yes,
well,
sir.
You could have answered that for me. Okay, what else?
Number three, if you were taken offline, how would you spread your message?
I ain't got to, my message already spread. If everybody took me offline right now, I wouldn't care. Doesn't mean I ain't got to be responsible for you no more. I just teach right here. I'm not. You keep thinking somehow that I need the audience. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, but 21 people sitting in here in front of me now. Oh, I'm sorry. 23. 23 people sitting in here with me right now. And I'm the 24th. So crowds don't bother me. I ain't worried about how many people hear me. Allah told me to warn you whether you hear me or whether you don't. This is the judgment. This is the day of judgment. This is like civil court. Your trial and your hearing gonna go on whether you attend it or not. Long as you knew that it was a hearing, they gave you a subpoena or a notice of a hearing. Now, if you didn't show up, then whoever showed up, the judge simply asked them, well, the other party's not here. That were they served? And if you say yes, Your Honor, they were served, meaning served notice that it was going to be a hearing today. Well, they chose not to come hear it. Well, what do you want me to do? That's what the judge will ask. Depending on how serious it is, but you know, your trial gonna go on whether you're there or not. So now, what was the next question?
That was it.
Okay. Was that it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, then, I'm going to let you go. We got out on time. So may Allah bless us, keep us safe and in our right minds, and those of us who receive his word with thanksgiving. Now, you that I threw in hell, if you come in and convince me that you're sorry for it, then I will, I have power on earth to forgive. And otherwise, I don't even want to talk to you no more unless you want to come in and apologize to me. Other than that, I don't need to hear nothing from you. So may Allah continue to bless us all who receive his word with thanksgiving and keep us safe. May Allah's Salam Alaikum.